I present to you what makes news about Donald Trump. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more of what makes news about Trump. Donald Trump had nothing new to say in Austin. His fellow speakers did. The former president performed the normal hits at a rally Saturday, however rock musician Ted Nugent discovered new lows. Former President Donald Trump speaks all through the American Freedom Tour at the Austin Convention Center on May 14, 2022. On Saturday, the presumptive 2024 Republican presidential nominee came to Austin to talk at a day-long convention attended by some 6,000 or 7,000 of his most passionate followers and supporters. In the olden days, that first sentence would be accompanied by a description of the future candidate's remarks on politics and policy. But this has by no means been the way to cowl a Donald Trump speech, and the previous day there wasn't any new material. The only thriller was why his followers would wait for so long to see him, lining up before sunrise to secure right seats. Saturday's riffs blanketed an extended description of the contracting procedure for the substitute of Air Force One and the story of how Trump crushed ISIS with the help of a general he recognized solely as Raising Cane. I have been to a dozen or so Trump rallies, and these are testimonies I've heard countless times. As had contributors of the audience, apparently. When Trump described how fearful he was flying into Iraq to visit troops, a man called out the punchline, "Perhaps I ought to have been given a medal before Trump got there." When the former president caught up, the man laughed twice as difficult as his neighbors. Far more fascinating were Trump supporters and allies. The conference, proposing audio systems such as rock musician Ted Nugent and attended by allies such as Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, confirmed a motion falling deeper into a suffocating circle of televangelist-adjacent scammery while its adherents develop ever extra relaxed with the thought of the need for violence to triumph over their political opponents. Things are going great, in other words. In late January, Trump held a rally in Conroe at the excessive point of the Texas's GOP principal season. That rally, like most of the former presidents, was held by the joint fundraising committee of Save America, an extension of Trump's former, and possible future, campaign. Huge billboards hawked Trump's new book, however the event was relatively civic-minded. He read, from the teleprompter, a cautious speech endorsing all the requisite Texas GOP candidates. By contrast, the tournament Saturday in Austin, at the city's conference center, was a mission of the American Freedom Tour, a for-profit touring show that brings audio system to MAGA heads round the country. The cause is not to back candidates or even to get out the vote, but to promote tickets.